Now, 2022 has been a great year for foam flinging. We've had a lot of really cool stuff come out. Dart Zone obviously is releasing all kinds of stuff. Xshot came out with their skins lines. Even Hasbro's throwing in some good releases here and there. But the year isn't over yet. There's still more really cool stuff to come, and some not so cool stuff. So in this video, we're going to talk about some of the items that have been released towards the end of 2022. Let's go ahead and jump right into the video. So starting off, we will talk about the K'NEX Cyber X. Yes, Cyber X. Now, a little background about me. As a kid, I actually really liked K'NEX. I had a lot of building block stuff like Legos and K'NEX and even Lincoln Logs, but I always had a special place in my heart for K'NEX because you could build really elaborate, large things. Like you could pretty much build stuff that was, tall as you, and if you built it right, it could be like sturdy. We used to do like Ferris wheels and giant spaceships and all kinds of stuff. But the really cool thing I liked about K'NEX, and this is kind of like in the Lego Technic line, is that you could do like mechanical stuff, things that could actually function and work. So this right here from the Cyber X line, the crossover, really cool looking blaster right here. This configuration is kind of like a crossbow. And as you can see on the box with, like a lot of the building toys out there, you can build several different options here. Now here at Flux Labs, we are working on a video on this, and we put together this guy in its normal configuration. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you can see a full build review of this. Now another blaster that was sent in for review by K'NEX is the C5 Nano Strike. And it's got this really cool little mechanism in here that all you gotta do is just pull that back and it releases the catch mechanism. Pretty cool that, K'NEX offered this thing because you can put in all kinds of different builds. I think it'd be cool to get several of these and have them all connected to like, a barrage and like build some shoulder thing and just shoot like a lot of Nerf darts all at once. Now I'm really excited to see these blasters from the K'NEX line, so hopefully we see more of them. Now Hasbro's decided to release something that's wasn't really expected. A lot of us, when we saw it, we're like, oh, okay, well, I guess Nerf is acknowledging that, their blasters are not necessarily all for small kids. And so they have come out with the Nerf Elite Junior series. So this is basically, I guess, for younger kids, more like probably about 6-year-olds or so. I imagine these blasters are very easy to prime and probably don't hit as hard. But it's interesting to see that this is a line that will be offered by Hasbro. And speaking of Hasbro, we also have some Nerf LMTD releases. Now, the idea of having Nerf blasters recolored, reskinned for G.I. Joe is kind of funny, in my opinion, because Hasbro in the past has been notorious for using Nerf blasters in G.I. Joe accessories. And I believe they actually had like the Rapid Strike and some other stuff. I don't know if they ever did the Hyperfire. When I first saw the Hyperfire being reskinned and, colored up for G.I. Joe, I immediately thought like, hey, they should have done it for the Rapid Strike, because that actually is a blaster in the G.I. Joe universe currently for their toy line. Me personally, I'm not a big G.I. Joe collector. I watched the cartoons as a kid a little bit, but it wasn't really one of those shows that really got me into collecting the action figures. I think growing up I only had like maybe one or two. So, it's a cool thing. They look beautiful. You can see these things are painted up really nice, look really cool. I don't know if I'm going to be picking any of these up, but if I get a good opportunity to get one, obviously, but it's LMTD. So, the way these things work, you got to pre-order them, you got to wait forever, and then you'll get one. And you probably will never see these things in like Goodwills or yard sales or anything. They're pretty much like Nerf Hasbro Collector's Edition. Moving on, let's talk about Busby, because Busby actually has some stuff coming. Now, I really appreciate what Busby does. Now, here at Flux Labs, we've been working with Busby over the past, actually almost a year now. They're good people, but they make some really interesting decisions in blaster designs. One of these, we're just going to talk about real quick, is the Pixelator. So Busby is basically, the way it looks is they couldn't secure any IP for like Minecraft or whatnot. I don't know why they didn't try Terraria. I think that would have been good to have a blaster built around Terraria, because Terraria actually has blasters in it, and that would have been a good collaboration. But I don't know. I don't know how the IPs work. So anyways, they decided to make a pixelated looking blaster just to kind of meet the aesthetic of, all this, because pixelated stuff's kind of in right now. You got Roblox, you got Minecraft, you got other, pixel type games that, are kind of trending. So they thought they could ride that bandwagon, for the pixelated look, and they made a blaster. However, this blaster is from what I can ascertain from looking at it, not super comfortable. I don't know how the performance is. Will I be reviewing one on the channel? Hopefully, if they send me one, I'll take a look at it. But I don't have a lot of super high hopes with this thing, but we'll just have to see. They also have a couple others. There's the Air Warriors Tornado, which I think is already released, and I think there are some reviews on it. I have not gotten my hands on one, but I hear that's not a great release either. So I don't know. I don't know what Busby, they're kind of hitting some rocky patches here, but they did come out with a recurve bow. So maybe this is its saving grace. I don't know anything about the recurve bow, so we'll have to see. Hopefully I can get my hands on this and review it as well. I do like bows. I've been waiting to find a good bow. Nothing to me beats the Mega, was it Thunderhawk, or, you know, the big Nerf Mega bow that basically shoots Mega darts and has, like, you know, a bunch of a smart AR system. I love that thing. The thing feels so cool to shoot. Hoping that, you know, we get another good bow in the future, but bows have been kind of rough. So Busby released the Nerf compound bow. That thing was kind of rough and kind of finicky in my opinion, but we'll have to see. Now Xshot, of course, has been hitting the skins game hard. Now keep in mind, Xshot hasn't done a new blaster design for a long time, so this year is actually kind of a big year for Xshot. They released, you know, I think it was a Fortress. They released a bunch of new blasters with the Xshot line, very reminiscent of other pre-release blasters. Some of this, you could consider them just a re-release, but there's a couple interesting things in there. And of course, you know, just reskinning. They have become the kings of reskinning. You know, their blasters have been reskinned over and over. It's a hard statement because, you know, you got Nerf with the Jolt, reskinned the Jolt like 1,000 times, but I don't know, Xshot's really leaning into the skins thing. They actually have the nicest looking skins. If you ever seen these things, they look like they're hydro dipped. They're beautiful looking blasters. I actually just received a new box from Xshot. I received one before with the, you know, the one with my face on it and my name. And I thought, okay, cool, thank you, Xshot. And they sent another one. So that, I guess they're gonna keep coming with all the different skins. So possibly we could have a complete Xshot skins collection here. Really cool stuff. Well, that pretty much wraps up today's video. Basically, I just wanted to kind of talk about some of the stuff coming. So stay tuned, you know, make sure you're subscribed to the channel so we can get our hands on this stuff and review it. If you'd like to see that, you know, make sure you're subscribed, make sure you hit that notification bell so you can see when new content comes out. As always, I want to thank you for watching. Be safe and happy foam flinging. Oh, you're still here? Okay, well, if you got this far and you're not subscribed, make sure to do so. It helps the channel tremendously. And while you're here, check out this video. You might like it.